In 2015, archaeologists discovered a tomb near the ancient city of Amphipolis in northern Greece. The tomb was enormous and was decorated with intricate mosaics and sculptures, but the site didn't match any known historical records of famous burials. The main chamber was built with massive stone blocks, and inside they found remains of a lot of people. Some of the bones had battle wounds. The art was strange though. It was kind of this mix of Greek mythology with elaborate floral patterns and then images of sphinxes. The tomb dates back to the late 4th century BCE, around the time of Alexander the Great's death. But there's no solid clue as to who this tomb belonged to. Some think it might have been connected to one of Alexander's generals or family, but that's only a theory. The mix of cultural influences make it one of the weirdest ancient tombs ever found in Greece though. In 2009, archaeologists were excavating a 16th century plague burial site in Lazaretto Nuevo Island near Venice. They found a woman's skeleton with a brick jammed into her mouth. Turns out this was part of a very specific ritual. At the time, people believed that some corpses, especially of plague victims, could rise from the dead and spread disease even after being buried. These weren't seen as vampires in the modern sense, but something closer to shroud eaters, corpses that supposedly chewed through their burial shrouds and kept spreading the plague from beyond the grave. The brick in the mouth trick was believed to stop this from happening. Belief was that by jamming something solid into the corpse's mouth, you of course blocked them from eating their shroud. In 1952, a peat cutter working in a bog near the Danish village of Grabel hit something soft. Turned out it was a man's body. So well preserved that people thought it might be a recent victim, but it wasn't. The body was actually over 2,000 years old. It became known as the Grabel Man, one of the best preserved bog bodies ever found. He still had his skin, fingernails, and even had stubble on his chin. His throat had been cut ear to ear, deep enough to kill instantly. There were no other injuries. This was likely a sacrifice. Bogs in Iron Age Europe were seen as sacred places, and a lot of bodies found in them show signs of ritual killings. Grabel Man was probably one of those. You'd still see him today, his face twisted from the moment he died, looking more like a wax figure than an ancient corpse. It's pretty eerie.